Hello, all. I'm Richard Early, a soon to be USF graduate in GB 4890 with Dr. Geiger. This is my service learning project. It is October 16th, 2025, and the organization I chose to work with for this is Feeding Tampa Bay. Why Feeding Tampa Bay? I chose to work with this organization because they work with people directly with something as important as giving them meals. Going into this experience, I thought would be straightforward volunteer work, handing people food and packaging food into boxes. The reality is, it was much more than that, and I gained a much deeper understanding of the community hunger, logistics, and teamwork involved. I also understood that they empower individuals they engage with in a very unique way. Ultimately, they have a very large impact on the state of Florida. I was able to apply many skills during this experience that I learned through my time at USF and in life as a whole. Organization, time management, communication, and teamwork principles were crucial. I had to make sure that I was organized in completing the steps and remembering what I was told to do. I had to arrange my schedule to fit this into a strict deadline and assure that nothing interfered. I had to communicate with team leadership and worked with teams where we discussed moral principles and acted effectively as a whole. Ultimately, I learned a lot about operational efficiency. Effective distribution requires coordination, leadership. This is especially true as a management major, and was interesting to note in a nonprofit organization how leaders manage their teams. Nonprofit management mirrors business management, but with community-focused goals rather than pleasing stakeholders and shareholders for profits. They're more focused on pleasing stakeholders within the community. I first volunteered at the on-site food pantry at Feeding Pinellas, which was a great experience. I thought it would be relatively small, however, it felt like it was a real grocery store for people to walk through. We took turns walking individuals down the aisles, picking out whatever food they wanted, putting it into boxes for them and walking them in their cars. I thought this empowered individuals because it gave them the opportunity to make a selection rather than being stuck to one standard. Next, I was at Trinity Cafe for Feeding Pinellas. This was a restaurant-styled event where those in need came in, sat at tables, and we took turns waiting their tables. I was in charge of 2 tables where I got people drinks, appetizers, meals, dessert, and took time to engage with them. Next, I was at Tampa for warehouse sorting on October 1st, 10th, and 15th. The first day we focused on pallets. These pallets were full of 140 boxes of pasta, where we took down 70, put them onto new pallets, and wrapped each pallet for 70 to go out for shipping. Next, we took the time to go through food that was about to expire and put them into boxes for distribution relatively soon for those in need in the community. Finally, on the last day, we went through and took produce into fresh bags. I probably personally made 75 bags of produce that was immediately going out to those in need. The personal impact this gave me was it developed my empathy, leadership, and community awareness. Ultimately, Feeding Tampa Bay's mission is to fight hunger and promote food security, which was done. Here's me at Feeding Pinellas on the left and Feeding Tampa Bay on the right. My mission and vision statements for this task have gone through quite a strenuous review process. They were both reviewed by 2 peers, Ben and Jay. They both gave me great feedback, and I was able to incorporate their ideas and create new ideas based off of their feedback for revised versions of these statements. In total, I created 3 mission and vision statements, all different from each other, which ultimately got me to where I'm at now. My final mission statement is: by dedicating my time, energy, and skills to help provide meals and resources to individuals and families in need, I am aiming to contribute to reducing hunger across the state of Florida. Through my volunteer work at Feeding Tampa Bay, I strive to make meaningful impact while continuing to learn, grow, and help build a stronger, healthier community. My final vision statement is to see a world where every person has access and opportunity to nutritious food and be able to thrive. By combining my education at the University of South Florida with hands-on service at Feeding Tampa Bay, I strive to be a part of a global movement that not only reduces hunger today, but also fosters sustainable food systems for future generations. Feeding Tampa Bay works with underserved and unaware communities, and what I mean by unaware is that not everyone speaks English, and those that do not need to be aware of the opportunities so that they are able to get the food that they need. They also partner with schools, churches, minority-led organizations, and have very inclusive and ethical leadership. Ultimately, this experience reshaped my understanding of community service. It further developed the empathy I have for those in the community and increased my confidence as a whole, both as a manager and interpersonally. I further realized that to be a skilled leader, you must be an expert in preparation, communication, and ethics. Ultimately, the Feeding Tampa Bay experience left me with growth, gratitude, and real-world impact, especially knowing that I helped serve more than 1,500 people through my service alone. Thank you.